I'm afraid we have to start with the headline moment.
Not the VAR,
The VAR and goal line technology and referees' watches not being switched on or whatever. Your take on the disallowed goal then?
Well, somebody's not charged the watch up. The seven cameras that are pictured that are pitched around Villa Park didn't work. That's incredible, that, isn't it? And then somebody at I think Stockley Park might have gone for a cup of tea when Nyland was, I've got to say, they make quite a noise in that old end. I think he was about 8 rows in when he caught it and dragged it in. So I'm trying my very best, Andy, to look on the bright side of it. Maybe when I get home tonight, I might feel a little bit different. But it's been a really strange experience. Everybody's delighted that we're back playing, but I've got a whole lot of sympathy with the players. You know our players, I know our players as well as anybody. The competitors, they give everything, but you know, this was a real difficult afternoon, and obviously compounded by the fact that, and I said it, I can't believe I've said it. I said it before. I said, I won't be surprised if we're one of the first teams to suffer from a VAR decision, and we've possibly suffered from the biggest VAR decision of the history of the Premier League. So I don't think it gets any worse than what it does.
And Sheffield United fans will point to it being not perhaps just the worst, but the latest.
The latest, the worst. 10 minutes I stood on the side of Tottenham Hotspur's pitch waiting for John Lundstrom's toe hopefully not to be as big as what it was, and it was. So we had a little pop at him. 10 minutes, wait 10 minutes for them to make a decision. Nobody complained. You know, we were all, come on, let's, and you saw it. Obviously, Sky covering it and Sky Soccer, and Phil Thompson was on there, and come on, and Jeff was like, come on, make a decision, and they took their time, and they in their opinion come to the right decision, which I accept and get on with. So why not tonight? Why are we not having somebody at Stockley Park looking at that, making a decision, holding and pausing, and getting the right decision for seven cameras to not work? You know, that's incredible.
Because that's the big quandary, or one of them right now. Okay, the referees watch, but then there was no indication whatsoever about a VAR process taking place at all.
We're waiting for it. You get into a situation here, right? I think John McGinn went over first half. Somebody down the left-hand side put their arms up, and you're expecting the board straight away. You're expecting it. When we play Villa at our place, as soon as it's John Egan's hand, you think, well, is it accidental? It looks a bit accidental, and hoping, fingers crossed. You're waiting for the board. Ollie McBurney when he scored, we're waiting for the board to come, and that's what we were waiting. And to be fair to the referee, I think, and the unbelievable feeling of both sets of players, both sets of staff, and I should imagine how many people, I think I can count them round here. 300, is it 300 at Premier League game now? I had that feeling that was a goal, and feel sorry for the referee, feel sorry for Chris Kavanagh, the fourth official, but I think you're looking for somebody to make a decision, and I suppose what they'll lie behind is that we didn't make a decision because we didn't have the correct information to hand. Okay, I've apologised. I suppose, like I said, Premier League will come out with a statement, and you have to, like I'm trying to, take it on the chin.
What was your take on the performance then?
I thought, give me, as I said there, the most hostile crowd ever to go into. You know, whether it's a local derby, whether it's, if I ever managed to referee Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, which was quite lively, give me that all day long. And unfortunately it's taken away. I've got a huge sympathy with the players. It was really difficult, and people say, well, you know, your football manager, you should be able to adjust, but we live, we breathe on everything that goes with a live game, and supporters on top of you, negatively sometimes, positively majority of times in what's been a brilliant run by us. Really, really difficult. Surreal listening to yourself. Surreal this afternoon going for a pre-match meal, and in the changing room, just But I get it. I do 100% get it, and we have to. And I'm the biggest advocate for us to return to training, return to playing. But give me 45 Villa fans screaming down the back of my neck and telling me what do you think of me and what do you think of my team, and our 3, 4, 5,000 over in the corner jumping about. You know, last year we've come here, we've had some brilliant games against Villa, two each. We're the first time in the Championship. Great game, great atmosphere around Christmas time. Lunny ball, Clayton scoring. Last year, outstanding performance for 80 minutes. Give me that all day long. It's going to be difficult. It's got to come from within. I thought both teams had a go. I thought they had the better chances. It didn't really flow. It looked what it was, a behind closed doors game, and unbelievably similar to what we've had in the lead up to this, and what I've experienced when two clubs get together and play a bounce game.
I thought Jack Robinson acquitted himself very
well. It was great.
Some nice touches today, as well as his
two huge blows. Huge blows. Obviously, after, you know, from my point of view, news came out, broke there. That's you know, we're not a football club that can pick a side at 4:45 with a 6 o'clock kickoff. So we have to do preparation, we have to do work, and obviously the news came out regarding Flecky and Jack, two huge influential players. We thought it was the right thing to go with Xander in there and Lunny. Lunny plays off both feet. But the big plus point is Robbo. I thought he came through the game great. Jack's been a huge player for us. And it's unfortunate, 2 contact injuries, you know, not soft tissue injuries. The commitment of the players, we train as we play. I can't get them to change. Jack had a collision with Dean, trying to keep the ball out of the back of the net in a phase of play, and went down. So we can't have it both ways. They're fully committed in whatever they do. So we'll wait to see what the results of Jack's scan is. Hopefully the Sheffield United fans who find out about the team won't put it out to Newcastle pretty quickly, and maybe that's a little bit of payback for me talking about Marcello peering over the fence at Shirecliffe. But that's how it is. Whatever setbacks we have, we come forward and come strong, and this has been a point at Villa Park at this stage of the season is a good point. Being 1-0 up at half time would have been better. The adversity of it yet again, team didn't feel sorry for itself. Thought we were better second half, even though I think, like I said, they had a couple of the better chances. 2 final questions from me then. Timescale wise then, even sort of early in this process, what are you looking at for O'Connell and Fleck? Fleck, we've got great reports today that he's trained nearly full tilt, so he'll train tomorrow and he'll be available for Sunday. Fingers crossed he comes for a clearance session tomorrow morning. Jack, we've got a decision to make. We've got a specialist report on it, but we're hopeful it'll be short term. So not months as was the doomsday. That's obviously something that whoever wants to, you know, do what they need to do and find it, you know, good that they've got a bit of information. Did, but he ain't out for the season just yet, and we'll look at it. But if it is, then we'll adjust and adapt. And I've always said that we're not going to make excuses. We've got a brilliant injury record. We've had the bounce of a ball and a bit of luck at times with injuries, but there's a lot of the stuff that has been completely earned in terms of the way that the boys work and keep themselves fit. That at times is the stuff with soft tissue injuries. The contact injuries you just can't do anything about. Flecky got a whack last minute against Hull, and he got a dead leg, and Jack took a whack on the final minute of a couple of days ago. So that's just how it is. And we'll get on, regroup. But brilliant that the likes of Robbo's come in, Lunny, Luke Freeman's been good. Just need to get up to pace a little bit, which I'm sure we will with the amount of games that we're going to have to play.